A gathering of donors in New York City. She blamed the FBI for sinking her campaign and said her 2011 comments about elections in Russia motivated President Vladimir Putin to target her.
Take it from Nate Silver, who's pointed out that swing state voters made their decisions in the final days, breaking against me because of the FBI letter from Director Comey. And Nate Silver believes, I happen to believe this, that that letter most likely made the difference in the outcome. We have to recognize that, as the latest reports made clear, Vladimir Putin himself directed the covert cyber attacks against our electoral system, against our democracy, apparently because he has a personal beef against me.
Mike Barnacle, what's your take on Hillary Clinton, John Podesta, everybody going out?
Look, I think all of us have a lot of respect for the former Secretary of State, former Senator from New York, former First Lady. This is a sad way to step off the stage. The Comey letter certainly had an impact on the election, in that it reminded voters of what she had failed to do for many, many months, and that's to address specifically and credibly her email problem. Her larger problem was she went to the country with really no story. She did not have a story to tell. Americans love stories. She had no narrative to tell. She was basically, when you strip it all away, her campaign came down to the phrase, "It's my turn."
Jeremy? It's just this utter incapability for self-examination. It's the Russians' fault. It's Comey's fault. Apparently,
it's Uma's fault now.
It's Uma's fault.
It's actually Anthony's.
It's Obama's fault. It's fake news' fault. It's the media's fault. She took another gratuitous swipe at the media, saying it was our fault. But what all of this allows them and the Democratic Party to do is to avoid the tough questions about why they lost and how they alienated such a large block of voters that they needed to win, and the fact that none of them saw this for the election it was, which was a change election, and that she was not the agent of change that Americans wanted.
And all of this was not for the first time. If you look over the past 6 or 8 years, I mean, Mark, you've been out there covering this on almost a daily basis. The number of governorships that they've lost, the Democrats have lost in this country, the number of state legislatures controlled by Republicans and thus gerrymandering, fixing up congressional districts. Their problems, the Democratic Party's problems, are going to continue for quite some time.
And we're looking right now, Mark, 68 House seats lost, 12 in the Senate, 10 Democratic governors lost over the past 8 years. You can make all the excuses you want to make. This is a party that right now is not connected with middle America.